Hi, I'm Craig. It's my brother Brad. We did it. Barely.
What a sad start to our what is this 12th episode?
I know. I'm very nervous because I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, literally streaming from my phone right now, recording from my phone. So we'll see how this goes. And I want to look here, but the camera's actually here now, so
Yeah,
it's very weird. So, hello,
that's
brother.
okay. Hey, we made it.
We made it, man.
It
I
it
hope this
looks
turns
like
out all right.
it looks like the budget went down.
It did. It did. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you travel for business opportunities. So,
Uh-huh.
hey, check out my sweet lighting.
Ooh.
It's so right. So I turned it off instead, but that's
Okay.
okay.
All right. So here we are. Half the screen looks normal to our viewers, the other half doesn't. We can't share screens,
Mm-mm.
so we're kind of just on the fly for this episode.
Yep.
While Craig does a little bit of traveling. But here we are, episode 12. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We can't
Listen,
share
the
our
dozen, the
subscribers,
dozens of
but
you, the dozens of you that are watching right now, we appreciate.
totally.
God,
This
we're
this
we're
may
fail, we're failing so much.
This may be the worst episode of Weekdays with Craig and Brad, just through technical difficulties, and the point at which our subscriber base is at, because it's been kind of going down. But when you come back and we can set this all up, we're just gonna go. Fring!
Oh, okay. I
I
can't wait
remain
for that.
optimistic.
Good for you. Well, that's exciting. Me too. Like I said, as long as we keep doing this, and those listen, the bottom line is that if we can do this for 100 people and they're all patrons, that's the most important thing. So head over to patreon.com/CraigSkits and support the show there, because if you don't, chances are the show won't survive.
It
But
looks like you got kicked out of the house and now you're in the hotel, and like the
mhm.
wife has been like, "You gotta give up Weekdays with
Give it
Craig
up.
and Brad.
Like, it's only
Just
been 11
move
episodes.
on."
We're just in
Yeah.
episode 12. We can do
And
it.
and your response was like, "I'll show you. Look, I
Uh,
love you, but I gotta make this work for us."
yeah. Well, so I'm traveling, obviously, and so with that, we can't do the YouTube comment of the day.
Uh-huh. I could
Sorry.
pull it up on my phone.
Well, here's the thing about the YouTube comment of the day. If you made a comment, I'm talking to you. If you made a comment on YouTube, guess what? You get 1,600 points.
And an uncomfortably close up of Craig's face. Whoa! Who wants that? Everybody on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, leave more comments. You may be the winner of another close up of Craig's face and 1,600 points.
Now
Ooh,
you just get a silhouette of me.
ooh, that's creepy. That belongs with our creepy Santa pictures from the last episode. Ah! This is totally Wayne's World right now. I was thinking about our show and I was like, this is the closest thing that this generation's going to get to a Wayne's World, I think, because our show is really just it's off the cuff. We just roll with the punches. We talk about what we want to talk about. There's no real agenda, and we're not playing the YouTube game either. We're just sort of like,
Mm-mm.
and when we do, we're sort of just making fun of it. Like whenever we do thumbnail pictures, we're just sort of just making fun of the whole thing. But I like it. I think that that's what makes us unique, and I think that people just got to find us.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
all.
see. Those who already found us don't like us, so it's all right.
That's not true. I think we got a good strong 10 people that really like this show.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, if those 10 can make it 11 or 12 or 20, then that's good. Um,
Hmm.
you want to get into the news today?
Yeah. What did you want to talk about?
Well, in the interest of keeping this an abbreviated show from Alexandria, Virginia, where I'm at right now, and making sure that we can, my phone doesn't die first and foremost.
Ooh.
um, you remember the YouTuber who
Uh-huh.
punched out the basketball player? Do you remember that
Uh,
guy?
was it Jake Paul?
Jake Paul. Yeah, he
Yeah.
punched the shit out of Nate Robinson. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Nate Robinson practically died. Like, yeah, he legitimately has not been seen in public
Really?
since then.
Wow.
Right. It's crazy. So he has another challenge. He has another fight. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Okay. Do you know? Have you heard? Who would you say is the biggest fighter? You're not a fight fan, but if you could
Mike
name
Tyson.
Mike Tyson did actually fight. Yes, he did. But if anybody who actually does fight today, do you have any idea who would be the top fighters in the world today?
No, I'd say Mike Tyson again.
Have you heard the name Conor McGregor
Oh yeah,
before?
yeah, that guy. Yeah.
So Conor McGregor was the hotness of the UFC probably 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then he had a fight maybe 18 months ago with Floyd Mayweather, where they did an exhibition of boxing, and Mayweather beat him. And that was like really the last time we saw Conor McGregor. But he's beyond rich, right? He's filthy rich.
So he's just hanging out.
Eat to Conor McGregor for a. Oh no, I'm still here.
Okay, you froze up on my end.
Okay, well, it's okay.
Hotel internet interference with the show.
So he has made an apparent offer of $50 million to fight Conor McGregor.
All right.
Which, would probably be, I don't know. Apparently, the pay-per-view that with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul and all that was the 8th largest pay-per-view in history, in boxing history, which is crazy to think about. People are really desperate these days.
Yeah.
So I guess my question to you is, what would you do for $50 million? Would you fight Jake Paul?
For $50 million? Yeah, probably. I could use 50 mil. Yeah.
Like if let's say Mike Tyson was like, look, I'm just looking for Brad to fight me. Would you fight Mike Tyson?
Here's what would happen. I'd accept $50 million. I'd walk into the ring knowing I'm down in one punch. I take the punch. I go down. And then I get my 50 mil. I pay for my medical bills. And then I invest and get that money working for me the rest of my life. While I'm in a wheelchair.
Well, I was going to say that
sipping through a straw. Yeah.
That one punch may kill you, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess the question is, how much time do I have to train? Because
zero. Like today, like Mike Tyson's like, look, tomorrow we're gonna fight.
I get an email from Mike Tyson. He's like, hey, listen, I saw you on weekdays with Craig and Brad, and I just wanted to fight you. I thought it would be fun. I'll give you $50 million. I'm like, oh crap! Tomorrow, I got to make a decision.
Why does Mike Tyson sound like an old aging Jewish man?
I don't know. I thought that was a good Mike Tyson impression. Didn't he used to talk like this?
Now you sound like a bad character from The Simpsons. I don't even know what that means.
This reminds me of a segment I wanted to do on our show called Bad Impressions.
Oh.
And this was something that I did on one of the old folded social networks a while ago, where I did a terrible bad impression of somebody. Like
let's see it.
Okay,
we might as well debut this. Let's do an intro. It's time for Bad Impressions with Brad. Bad
impressions. Yeah. So my one Brad impressions. Oh,
there you go.
Brad's bad impressions. I did a terrible Ray Romano where I'd say, where I'd go, hey, everybody loves me.
You sound like Sam Mitchell. Sam Mitchell loves to do a Ray Romano. And it sounds, he goes, hey, it's me.
Why does that bad impression always start with like, hey, it's me? Like you have to explain who you are.
You know what the best thing there? Oh no.
No, I've got a frozen Craig. Okay, go.
Oh no. The worst thing about doing this from the phone is that I get phone calls in the middle of it.
Oh, did a phone call happen? Well, we're still live.
Well, and now the thing is, I can't hear you at all because you're clippy.
Oh no! Did it interrupt?
Hey,
all right.
It's a bad impression.
Hey, it's a really bad show.
And that's the way the show's gonna end, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
We're gonna try again tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, tomorrow, episode 13. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.